Search and rescue teams are marking X's like this on homes to indicate it's been checked for bodies or remains as flames tore through
Welcome
Lahaina.
back to my channel, Down the Rabbit Hole News. I'm the rabbit. Yes, I don't sound all the way there. I'm trying to get over this head cold, but regardless, thank you for being here and for listening, hitting the like button, and subscribing. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about an interview that a Lahaina teacher did with NPR, and this was literally about a day ago, very recent. And I thought this was interesting, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Of course, I will leave the article in the description box. I'm going to play it so we can hear this interview. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as we're reviewing this.
Nearly 3 weeks after deadly wildfires swept through parts of West Maui, community members are honoring the 115 dead, as well as 100 still missing. NPR's Kira Wakeam brings us a story of one Lahaina teacher leading efforts to remember local children.
Kiley Adolpho is a third-grade teacher at Princess Nahi'ene'ene Elementary School in Lahaina, and she has just one hope.
I want people to remember their faces, not just names.
While most schools in the area remained closed after the fires, she and a group of teachers decided they needed somewhere to remember the students they've lost.
We wanted a visual representation of the people we love.
It is very clear to me that many children have been lost in this fire. Hence, I think maybe that's why this number of not enrolled is out there, which we had talked about. I think it's safe to make the assumption that some of those children might have been the ones that were lost. Okay, we've heard various horrific stories specific to children that have been lost and that have died in fire. One specific one was of that 14-year-old boy holding the dog. My heart breaks for them. But these teachers are coming together to bring some type of um, memorial for these kiddos. Okay, let me know your thoughts as we're listening.
Each other to share each other's spirit.
They've created a memorial here at Kilauea Mauka Makai Park, roughly a mile from the water. Perched along a mountainside with sweeping views of the now decimated Lahaina town, Adolpho says before the fires, this park was the place to be for kids.
Coming down the hill every day, you see the children running, just running. And they stop right here to be picked up by their parents, just waiting for their friends from other schools from the top side.
The memorial includes posters of 2 young victims and an ahu, a native Hawaiian altar made of stones from a local stream, and native plants. Adolpho, who's native Hawaiian, visits the park daily to tend to the ahu, water its plants, and greet visitors. On this day, she's talking to Trinette Furtado and Kamiki Carter of Maui Rapid Response, a locally run disaster response team.
Cherry cookie, chocolate cherry cheesecake, peanut butter vanilla fudge.
Let me give you the hug first.
The two were delivering food, water, and ice cream in the neighborhood when they spotted Kiley and decided to help her publicize the memorial on Facebook.
Are we doing it under 1 minute? Because I know this social media thing.
There's no, just do it.
Okay.
Adolpho is trying to get the word out and encourages anyone who's grieving to share their memories here.
I'm hoping that they'll continue to come because the story will continue so no one forgets.
Kelly Perez also teaches at Princess Nahi'ene'ene Elementary School. She and her husband drove up to deliver supplies to a nearby community resource hub. She taught one of the deceased students, 7-year-old Tony Takafua.
We had just started our first day of kindergarten. Everybody was there, and he stood up very proudly and he said, "I'm Paul because I'm Tongan." And I said, "Yes, you are, sweet boy. Now let's have a great year."
I think it's so great that these teachers are getting together and sharing some of these stories, but at the same time, I'm just wondering, why haven't the government officials spoken about this? It's great that these teachers are coming together and speaking, but why haven't these government officials said anything yet? Like, these children have names, these families have names. Can we please hear from the government? Can we hear something? It's just so unfortunate. Now, my hope is that, and I would think that the school district would have reached out to families and they maybe have an account of how many families have passed away, how many children have passed away, more so than this unaccounted for, validated list that they've put up on their website.
For her, having a place she can come and share memories of Tony, like this one, have helped her grieve.
Even just being here for the short time I've been here, we've already had other people stop up and drop lays, and it's just a really nice place to mourn together.
Meanwhile, West Maui teachers are going back to work this week. The state education department is holding meetings with them about how they'll approach school reopenings.
Wow.
But for Adolpho, the thought of returning before she can account for her students is too difficult to imagine.
I've been here only a few years, 13 years maybe. And that would be an average of 20 students each year.
It is my understanding, based on the interview with the superintendent, that some of these teachers were offered some type of a leave because of this tragic situation. So now these teachers are having to come back to the schools, and this is so horrible. Like, I don't know. I mean, praise those teachers and their hard work. However, this must be very devastating for them as well.
Year, 230 students. And I tell my friends that 230 students that I'm looking for. But how am I going to teach? I'm going to go to a school and I'm not going to see any one of them worrying about where are my students.
Something that won't be known today, tomorrow, or perhaps for weeks to come.
Oh, such an unfortunate situation. So this teacher is looking for her 200 and plus students that she is hoping to see back. And God knows if she will see these students back. This is such an unfortunate situation. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I also, before I end, I'm going to play a clip from a local who is disappointed with the government. We had played this before, and I think it's important to further stress his message, okay? I will link this source from NPR in the description box so you guys can listen and read and reference. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out.
I just came from a meeting run by the governor. All these developers were talking about, forget the permit process. We're going to build homes, not in Lahaina, and make these homes available. You know what the truth of that is? They were like fast track their development. And they're not fucking helping the people over here. There was not one conversation in this meeting about the people. Every conversation that was had, every developer that came up there and talked about what they could offer was about getting rid of the permits so that they can steal water from our streams, they can fucking fast track westernization development, and forget about the culture and place. That's gonna be our hardest journey in this long road to recovery.